As you have been lied to about rapid testosterone ascensions. You can make some very big changes to testosterone, and I'm going to get into that in a few minutes in this video. But going from 450, like Chris Williamson, 400 to over 1,000 in 3 weeks. Come on. So that's obviously a lie. I like Chris Williamson. I like a lot of what he has to say. But you don't go from 400 to over 1,000 in 3 weeks. Now, where he's telling the truth is when you are at about 1,000, certainly 800, 700 plus if you're free is quite high. He said, quote, "I didn't know that life felt like this." And he's right on that. And what he's really saying is you just feel so much better. You have more energy, more clarity, less brain fog, more positive aggression to put into growing things, your physique, your business, things like that, career. And it's a case of you don't know what you don't know, is probably the best way to put it. Life just gets better in terms of how you feel in the immediate short term, but also it's an investment into what you can do long term, what you look like, how you interact with others, how your relationships are, how you perform in just about any realm of masculine endeavor. But why do I say that going that high that quickly is a lie? Well, it's kind of like saying I gained 20 pounds of pure muscle tissue inside of 2 months. You're not doing that without steroids. You can gain 20 pounds of muscle in a year, depending on how you do it. Maybe 18 months. You can do that. I've done that. I know people who've done it. But 2 months, steroids. Same kind of principle with testosterone. I have had clients who have certainly gone from like 300 to 600 total testosterone in 8 weeks, 2 months. Certainly in 3 months you can do that. But that's a big difference. Going over 1,000 takes more time. Even if you've got the perfect diet, perfect supplements, even if your water quality is good, even if you're wearing the perfect underwear and you never touch plastics, things like that. You know how he did it? In clomiphene and possibly HCG. These things are not natural. They're banned in sports. So yeah, they're not natural. I am not necessarily against them, especially if they work for you. They do bring very, very fast results. But things like that, there tend to be consequences. Things that actually work. Drugs that are very, very powerful and really do like a really good job. I just promise you from years of experience, if you massively change one factor in the body, which is a complex machine, complex things going on, you massively change one important, crucial element in that overall picture. The idea that that's not going to change anything else is complete nonsense. Like, there will be consequences, either now or in the future. So I personally, I think in clomiphene, HCG, I think it's for slightly older men who are genuinely lean, genuinely are eating plenty of cholesterol, vitamin D3, plenty of sun, really good sleep. They've done all the natural stuff. And they're in the 50s, for example, and they've got businesses to run, they've got kids, they've got a lot of things, and nothing is making them higher energy anymore. That's when I would look at those things. Guys in their 20s, like, I promise you're not doing the natural stuff adequately, and potentially it's the water or the BPAs and different toxins. Look at your shampoo. Shampoo's a big one because it's going straight into your brain if there's BPAs in there, endocrine disruptors. But what I will tell you, if you're watching this and you've got 400 testosterone, I would say don't expect to hit 1,000 in 3 weeks. That's crazy. That's that's like those old ads you used to get. I mean, I've not watched. Can I even say this on YouTube? PORN. I've not watched that in a long time. But those old ads you used to get, where it's like 3 inches in 2 months, 3 inches in 3 months, or something stupid. It's kind of like that. It just screams of BS. But if you do have 400 testosterone, you can hit 1,000. It's going to take longer than 3 weeks. What I've seen happen is that guys can go to 700 pretty quickly. They can get to 800 if they're absolutely perfect and they really follow the plan religiously and take everything very seriously. Unfortunately, most people don't, for one reason or another. But that happens pretty quickly. But then once you go over like 800, it does get harder to keep going up. You've got to have the overall lifestyle on point. But at 800, if you've got decent free testosterone, you're going to be feeling pretty damn good at that point. Especially if your cortisol is in range, estradiol's good, your thyroid's good. That's another one for feeling good. Vitamin D3 to some extent. That's what is possible. That's what most guys are capable of. Depends on your age as well. But 400 to 700 or 800, that can happen pretty quickly. 400 to over 1,000 in 3 weeks. No. Yeah, that's enclomiphene and HCG. Assuming it wasn't just straight up TRT, I doubt he would do that and try to claim it was natural. Though I'm not sure he's that way inclined. That would be morally questionable. But at 600-700, you'll be feeling better. You'll be feeling miles better. Your results in the gym will be better. Assuming you've got a good training program, you'll recover a bit faster, so you'll make slightly faster gains, especially if the free is higher. Your libido, it's the biggest thing that fixes morning wood. If you've still got morning wood problems, that's when it's like, look at your cortisol and adrenaline and sleep quality. But at that point, you'll have rock solid libido. She won't be disappointed. And you'll just find it easier to improve your body composition, which I think is a huge deal. So more muscle, less body fat, everything comes easier. If you do want more information on how exactly to structure your diet, training, all the rest of it, even cortisol levels and stress, to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time, or to get shredded whilst maintaining muscle, you can do both at the same time to some degree. Check out this video. I go into a lot more detail. It's a slightly longer one, but it really covers everything. So watch that a couple of times, take some notes or something. Like, this is years of experience in one video, and it's all free as well. So check out that video. I think you'll find it useful.